Hey YouTube, this is PGM 98387 coming in from Spanaway in Washington. I thought I'd just give a short video on the status of the system that I have here. Particularly I'm going to be focusing in on the solar system, the photovoltaic power generating system that I've put together here on my property here in Spanaway. And it's August 31st, Sunday. It's approximately 11:50 a.m. Oh, it's about 70 degrees. It's actually nice out. What I've done is the black panels most of them have failed. I still have 4 of them that I'm going to use. 5 of them I'm going to use. And I've taken these regulators off, and I'm using them with the kyocera 120 watt panels that I have mounted on the roof here of this small outbuilding. Let me show you the panels. Here's one of them here, and I've used the L bracket to make it so it stands off of the roof surface there on that one, which is similar to these here. So those 3, and then there's 2 on the other side of this little building here. So one of them I just directly wired into the battery bank, actually, because I have this on all the time, so I know it's not going to overcharge it. And then, so I have these 2 one regulator is on the 120 watt used kyocera polycrystalline panel. That regulator is on another 120 watt kyocera polycrystalline panel. This regulator here, which came with the 4 sunforce amorphous panels, I'm using that with 120 watt kyocera polycrystalline, and the same for that one there, which they're working out pretty good. I've been keeping my eye on how, if they get a little bit warm, sometimes they do get warm, but I actually burned one of these out. It was one of these. What I did is I actually put the battery on backwards. The positive and negative were switched, and I didn't know that when I put this DNC connector on there, and it caught this on fire. So you got to be careful when it has to be, it can't be negative, it can't be reversed, because it'll ruin these. But they're working out okay, because they don't go over 7 amps on those panels. They probably push more 5 amps. And let me tell you, so that's been working out okay, and I've been getting a lot more amps. It's kind of cloudy out now, so really won't show the real potential. We finally got some needed rain here in western Washington. And actually, here comes the sun. So I'll show you. This is a heat gun I got at Harbor Freight. It goes up to 1,500 watts. And I can demonstrate, see how that voltage dropped. So it's bringing in power now to the batteries from the 2 sun modules that are on my roof, that are the big ones. Now this is, it's just coming up. You should be able to see the needle rise. And this is the pinch off point to the battery bank right here from all of my charge regulators. And that will should show it rising. As the sun comes out, it'll go up. I seen it up to 65 amps yesterday when I was doing this. But if I didn't have this on, that would be down, and this would be just down to what because it's just using the power as I'm using it. It just lets that amount of power in. So the company that I bought these from, called Solar Boulevard, and I bought them on eBay used. So I got two of these, which are okay. There's 1 or 2 of them this was broken back here, but you get them used, and it's working fine. I've checked it. Here comes the sun, so it's a little more power through. And they were $220 or $230 for 2 of those. It was 110 or 210 for 2 panels, and shipping was $20. But I've noticed the company is having a sale, Solar Boulevard, and they're selling 250 watt panels brand new for $179. So you can get a 250 watt panel just like these. Not the same brand, but similar to those up there. The ones that are on my main roof there of the house. So you can get one of those for, you can get one panel like that for $179. So it'd be like a good deal if you're starting out. The only thing is a 24 volt system. Well, it's still going. Down to 12. It should come, my alarm should come off, because that's 15. That's running it. I'm really pushing it here. Yeah, I'm almost 1500 watts. 12.74 amps. 116 volts. So I'm pushing that right now. So it should, the alarm should come on pretty soon, because it's running rated at yeah, it's 1500 watts there, so it's getting pretty hot. But that'll kick on. Then my voltage is dropping, so when the voltage drops, it lets the power come through. Normally, if the sun were out, this needle would be up to 65, 70. That's what I've seen it at. So it's been working out pretty good for me. Now it's letting power through here and here. So if you're starting out a new system, try to get the bigger panels, get the 24 volt panels, and get an MPPT controller if you can. If you can't afford it, get the 12 volt, but get the good pulse width modulated. This has been really stable. This has worked out pretty good for me, and so. My alarms, it should come on pretty soon for, yeah, it's going to start beeping here pretty soon. But I had my washing machine running, and I had my washing machine, it's kind of warm in here now, my washing machine running, and I had the 1 horsepower Harbor Freight pump running. This actually turned off. Red light came in and came on, and it turned off because the pump kicking on the washing machine and the water pump coming on at the same time. It couldn't handle it, the draw. See how fast it's coming up in voltage. It's going back, shooting back up to 13.2 volts. Now this needle will drop down now once the batteries are fully charged, because it was drawing out more power than it was bringing in with the solar when I had this on. And that's the thing, is it's always, you know, and even at night this thing comes on, so it keeps my batteries always going at night. So they've worked out pretty good, these two panels here, these kyocera panels. Yeah, it's a good deal on those. Solar Boulevard, I'll put the link in the description bar. And the birds around here are real happy because they got a little drinking fountain. The little birds will land on top of that, and then they'll drink the water there. And then I put all my strawberry plants around here because the water will splash, and it'll splash up, and it'll keep the strawberries watered. See if I have any surprises today. Oh, there's a strawberry. Nice big strawberry there today. So I would highly recommend building a little fountain in your front yard or your backyard, and buying like one of these, or get one of these, and get one of these, and get a little kiddie pool and some bricks and just scrap hosing, and you can make a little fountain. And it's good. It attracts wildlife, and it kind of creates a little noise, a little ambience in the yard. So eventually I'm going to set this up here, which I finally got this thing full of water. But it's kind of a big hole here, and I need to backfill this in. Way easier to clean than this poly mill that was there, because they just had a hole in this. That was what the pond was before, and then there's this thing for a fountain, for a little waterfall thing here. And all this rock came, so I just took the rock away. But what I want to do is I want to take this rock and I want to put it around Put it all the way around here, make a nice little walking path around here, and eventually make a water feature here. And this is pretty good. It was $230, and a friend of mine at work, he helped me with his pickup truck to pick it up at the Dell's Feed and Farm, because normally this is used as a livestock watering trough. But what I have is a little aerator in there. It just keeps the water agitated so I don't get mosquitoes. Anyhow, this is a pipe I buried. It's an overflow pipe, and it's buried. It goes from here under the ground all the way down there, and it drains in the middle of those fruit trees. So I have a drain. It ends at the little PVC pipe sticking up in the ground there, and it's draining out in the middle of those 3 trees. That I'm doing like really good with tomatoes this year. I just wish I didn't have all these mouth sores. I've been taking L-lysine tablets, but I still get mouth sores. I think I'm too acidic. I eat too much fruit. Too many acid foods. Oh, the slugs are getting to these. And my apples are coming along. I've been getting a lot of worms. Getting a lot of bugs this year in my apples because it was hot. Every apple has bug bites in it, worm bites. Except I think these are better. There's not as many bugs in these. But they're early. And my pear apples are almost all gone, and they're like, yeah, I need to get them and take them, and I need to do something about ants. I had a lot of ants this year on these, and figure out compost them. Cut them up when I eat them so I don't eat any worms. A lot of worms in these. So that's about how it's working out this year, and getting my Concord grapes are coming in really early. Actually, these are real good now. Real sweet tasting. Very good. Very grape flavored. There's one of my dogs over there. I got my neighbor keeping her in that yard for now, just temporarily, because I don't want her in my yard right now. So anyhow, signing off.